So guys, the crypto markets have been dumping and so have altcoins. And altcoin investors are really getting tired of how the sentiment is in the markets. A lot of people are capitulating their bags. And right now, of course, altcoins are taking a hit, but there's still some coins seeing 100% returns within the last 7 days. Others seeing it within a 24-hour period. And right now, you really need to be preparing for the next few weeks, next few months in terms of what's going to be happening for altcoins. Right now, I want to take you guys through the day-to-day events that are currently taking place, why we are still on track to see some crazy gains for this 2025 crypto bull cycle, and exactly what you need to know. If you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events around the crypto markets, how liquidity is shifting from Bitcoin to altcoins, and overall exactly how you can navigate the space. Right now, there's a ton of events currently taking place, a lot of news around the US in terms of exactly crypto regulation, and also in terms of where we're at in this market based off of the price action around Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. A lot of altcoin investors are capitulating their bags. They're tired. They don't think altcoin season is going to be coming, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So I want to walk you guys through all that, specific indicators that you need to be focusing on, sentiment from specific crypto analysts, and exactly what is going on. Let's jump into it. So guys, like how I said, the crypto markets have been crashing down. Bitcoin's currently sitting at 102,000. The total 2 chart is dropping down significantly. Bitcoin dominance is on a steady rise, which guys, we keep up with specific indicators to let us know how liquidity is moving. And right now, the total 2 chart is taking a huge hit because Bitcoin dominance is steadily rising up. I said that more than likely I could see this returning back to the 60s. And based off of this, more than likely we could be shooting back to that region. USDT dominance as well started to wick back up, but it's starting to look a little bit weak right now. And right now, guys, there's a lot of news events in terms of what's happening in the crypto markets. People are talking about specific gains that are currently happening, specific coins to focus on. Miggles is one of the main coins. Toshi is another new coin on the base chain. Miggles in the last 7 days did around 132%, which is one of the coins that I'm invested in. I talked about it a few days ago whenever I talked about Chill Guy as well. Chill Guy is honestly taking a hit right now. For the 24-hour, down 5.2%, and for the 7-day, down 23%, 6.5. I still am holding my bag, guys. Hold out strong. I think this coin is going to be returning to its all-time highs quite soon, but only time will tell when memes are actually back in the sentiment in the market. But overall, guys, in the sentiment right now, everyone's talking about how ETH is pretty much on the, cusp of making a huge move, which could be really big for our altcoins. Altcoins are on the verge of making a huge rip after we start to see liquidity shift back into altcoins. And then there's other coins like Vine that have been making some crazy gains in the last 24 hours. Honestly, in the last 72 hours, these coins have been printing like crazy. But one of the biggest news that came out, guys, around the US, just because we have a lot of regulation on the crypto markets in the US. I made a recent video talking about exactly Trump's first regulation, US crypto regulation that was put into effect. Made a whole video talking about it and how it's going to have an effect on the US markets. Go watch that video. It's super key. But one of the main news events that came out was Eric Trump said 0% gains tax on US founded crypto with a 30% tax on other. So US cryptos will explode. He spent the last 15 hours for the most promising projects. But overall, guys, in general, what you need to take away from this is that most people more than likely are kind of moving their gains from not founded US coins to founded US coins, just because they can get the benefit of having 0% capital gains. And there's a list of US coins that is pretty much on the list in CoinEcho and a few other exchange listing sites and other things like that, so you can go check those out. But overall, this is kind of what's having a lot of shift in sentiment around specific assets in the crypto space. Is this going to have an effect what I'm holding? No, and I don't think it's going to really have a huge gradual effect on a lot of other people. Maybe a few specific investors that want to mainly cater to a US bag and also make sure they capitalize on in terms of the amount of taxes they're having to spend, maybe. But at the end of the day, where you make the crazy gains is specific altcoins that are actually bringing real innovation and technology into the space. And a lot of that, guys, is AI coins, specific gaming coins, all these coins. And some of these coins, guys, are not founded in the US. It's just how it is. But at the end of the day, take take that with a grain of salt and do what you will with that information. This is one thing that has been driving a lot of the price action though around specific assets in the crypto markets. Justin Bennett talks about exactly the price action around Bitcoin. This was about a few days ago, but I think it still has some validation, just pretty much because what he says actually took place. Bitcoin's currently sitting at around 102,000, 102.6, and based off of what Justin Bennett says, he says Bitcoin pumped into the Trump inauguration, which we all anticipated, guys. So there's a good chance the rally fades from here. Already short, as discussed in Discord, so he's shorting the market right now. Bitcoin is range bound until proven otherwise, and that January 13th lower wicks looks primed for a retest. Let's see. And he's currently correct, guys. You can see that we're currently retesting. Bitcoin is still crashing down all the way down to 102,000 right now. And based off of his perspective, he thinks that we could be crashing all the way down to this green zone, which is sitting at around 91,000. Are we going to be crashing down that hard? I am not too sure. We got to see the price action in the markets and exactly how the markets are opening up tomorrow. And if you're not new to the channel, I keep you guys updated with the day-to-day events. So don't worry. I'm going to keep you guys exactly going on with the price action and how it's affecting our altcoins and exactly what we should be anticipating. So if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, guys. I'm going to keep you guys updated with everything you need to know. But overall, this is currently playing out and Bitcoin is starting to consolidate a little bit. But one of the main charts that I showed in one of my previous episodes that I think is super key right now to keep a broader perspective. I know everyone can get caught up in the macro lens and how everything looks so red and everyone is down and the sentiment and your, big influencers are telling you, oh, this could be happening or we're going to be squeezing for this long. At the end of the day, guys, it's good to have a long-term perspective and understand how all the markets have played out in previous cycles and how potentially it could be applying to this cycle. CryptoCon talked about how the Bitcoin cycle is still right on track. Price action wise, nearly the entire bull market is still on the table. Patience is still required as always, and right now literally it's severely lacking in our space, for which you would be greatly rewarded if you're willing to wait. But one thing I want you guys to focus on, guys, is these are the predictions for Bitcoin, and whenever we're going to start to see the first, highs, the first peaks in the market, and then the last peak for Bitcoin. We see it in every cycle, as you can see in the 2021 bull cycle, in the 2017 cycle, and in the 2012. And based off of this price action, more than likely, we're going to be seeing a, huge rip up for Bitcoin in March, more than likely at the end of February, moving into March. And then from there, I think altcoins are going to get a huge rip as well. From there, we can see, some consolidation for altcoins for the next, month or two after that, moving into October, seeing the next peak for Bitcoin and then altcoins following that. We saw that in the previous cycle in 2021. I talked about it in a few other videos, which I'll cover that in another video in the future because I just keep repeating myself around that because I think it's going to be almost exactly the same. But overall, guys, we're still on track and price action for this crypto bull market. Everything is still on track, but you can't get caught up in the macro lens. Altcoins are taking a hit. My portfolio, guys, has been consolidated down to 5 coins, and I'm actually going to be allocating much more into the market. I have more capital to allocate. Right now, I'm just really focusing on doubling down on the projects that I really believe in and that I know are going to be producing some crazy gains. That's Condex, that's Destra, that's Hash AI, and then the 2 meme coins I'm in is Just a Chill Guy and Mr. Miggles. Just a Chill Guy has been getting a lot of hates from a lot of different people, and whenever I see that hate, that kind of ignites me and shows me that more than likely we're going to be seeing a huge rip up for this community. Mr. Miggles has already seen a 132% gain in the last 7 days. I have a decent bag of this, so overall I'm pretty much in the green on this coin, and I hope a few of y'all are as well. But right now, guys, the main sentiment is around AI agents, AI infrastructure, and meme coins. So swiping everything to the side, guys, altcoins in the crypto markets are still taking a hit. There's specific news events that are really driving the price action around specific assets and exactly where we're going to be moving. We're still on track to see crazy price action for Bitcoin and altcoins in the coming months. But you got to understand, in every cycle, people start to feel this way, feel like, we're getting, at the end of the cycle that we're peaking out pretty much based off of the sentiment in the market, specific news events and everything everything else. But right now, I think is the prime time to really start locking in, looking for your good projects that are going to be making those crazy gains. And then from there, keeping up with these indicators around Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance, and the total 2 chart to really determine exactly where liquidity is shifting in the markets. But overall, guys, that is currently what is taking place. I want to run you guys through everything really quickly just to give you guys a quick synopsis, and then from there let you guys know what I'm doing. So Bitcoin is currently crashing down, sitting at around 102,000. This was anticipated from Justin Bennett based off of exactly the Trump pump that we saw with the inauguration, exactly what's currently taking place with that price action with Bitcoin. A retest was inevitable, and we're currently seeing it. More than likely could be deviating lower than 102,000. Altcoins are taking a huge hit. Bitcoin dominance is starting to rip back up, getting to that 60%, which I have been anticipating, been talking about. USDT dominance is also starting to rip up, which is not good for altcoins, which is why altcoins are really taking a hit. Right now, there's a lot of news in the crypto markets around specific assets like Vine, how altcoins are about to rip up like crazy. The momentum around ETH is about to really deliver if the markets open really good tomorrow, and just specific assets to focus on, mainly, you know, specific meme coins around the base network and then AI agents and AI infrastructure. One huge event that came out, news event that came out, was Eric Trump talking about 0% gains tax on US founded crypto and a 30% tax on other cryptos. So at the end of the day, a lot of people are navigating towards US cryptos as opposed to, you know, not US crypto. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is going to have a huge effect on how crypto investors are allocating to their current bags. Justin Bennett talked about the price action around Bitcoin and pretty much with the inauguration pump, and literally how we're deviating lower, and we're currently seeing that right now based off of his predictions. CryptoCon talks about pretty much the price action and how we're still on track to see some crazy gains in this bull cycle. Don't get caught up in the macro lens. More than likely, we're going to be seeing some crazy price action at the end of February, moving into March, and then from there, near October, that's whenever we're going to see that other huge rip up for Bitcoin, and then from there, liquidity shift into altcoins. Right now, my portfolio is taking a hit, mainly revolved around AI gaming, AI agents, and meme coins. Right now, I still want to get into a few other coins because I've talked about a ton of coins on this YouTube channel, but I have consolidated down to these specific coins just to make some crazy gains in the next few weeks, and overall from there move into a few other coins because, like I said, I have more to allocate. But swiping everything to the side, guys, there's a whole bunch of events taking place. People are capitulating their altcoins right now, which is one of the worst things you can do right before altcoin season happens. We've been waiting for 2 or 3 years for this, and it's about to happen. So do not capitulate your bags, but you need to keep up with the day-to-day events, how price action is moving around specific assets, just to really understand exactly how your bags are going to be affected and how you can anticipate this so you're not worried about it. Right now, people are making some grave mistakes, but if you're really keeping up with these indicators, understand how liquidity is shifting, you're not too worried and you're waiting for that next leg up, which is going to happen. But you got to be patient. You got to be willing to invest in these coins and understand the technology, and be willing to understand that this takes time. But overall, the patient will be rewarded and the impatient will be squeezed out. That's just the name of the game, and that's why wealth gets transferred to the patients. At the end of the day, guys, if you're new to the channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events as well as specific indicators, how liquidity is shifting from Bitcoin into altcoins, and everything else in between. There's a lot of different news events, a lot of different sentiment that can get tied up in your brain, but this is why I like to give you guys a quick consensus of the markets, price action, and exactly predictions for the next few weeks. Like I said, the next rip up is more than likely going to be happening at the end of February and moving into March, because that's what we saw in previous cycles. So I'm anticipating that. If that changes at any moment, I'm going to be sure to let you guys know, but right now, that's currently what I'm primed up for. I'm going to be looking at how the markets are opening up tomorrow to see how it's going to be affecting altcoins, and then from there really determining how I want to allocate to the markets. But new to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think of the content. Let me know what you guys think is going to be happening for altcoins. Do you think we're going to be ripping down more and USDT dominance and Bitcoin dominance is going to be shooting up, or do you think that altcoin season is already potentially going to be happening? I already have my predictions, that's why I gave them to you, but drop me down your perspective and let me know what you guys think. But other than that, I drop day-to-day content every single day, so stay tuned, and hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Peace.